These 19 quotes explain how to become successful. Let's start. And so it is that both the devil and the angelic spirit present us with objects of desire to awaken our power of choice. Rumi. Without options, you can't make choices. Without choices, everything you do would be meaningless. You do have a choice. Therefore, what you choose to do has inherent meaning and consequences. What we insistently desire over time, and what we will eventually become. Neil Maxwell. You get in life what you desire. Even now, you have what you want. If you want something different, you'll create something different. If you want wealth, you'll have it. If you want poverty, you'll have it. If you want joy, you'll have it. If you want sadness, you'll have it. The discipline of desire is the background of character. John Locke. Given that you become the product of your desires, your first order of business is to decide what you could or should desire. You need to train your desires. If currently, you desire wasting time on Facebook and eating junk food, then you need to train those desires if you truly want different results. True success comes in changing what you desire, rather than constantly battling lower-level desires through willpower. Put simply, there are things that you likely believe you could or should value, but that you don't currently value, as reflected in your behavior, goals, and environment. For example, a lot of people believe health is something worth valuing, but they don't actually value health. Thus, you want to think of the values worth having and train yourself to desire those values. You also want to desire specific outcomes. Desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire which transcends everything. Napoleon Hill. To truly succeed at something, you have to really want it. You need to want it more and more every day. You increase that desire by engaging in activities and behaviors that clearly and directly relate to what you want. Your behavior shapes your identity. When you begin acting toward your desire, you begin to become your desire. Those who restrain desire do so because theirs is weak enough to be restrained. William Blake. If you don't achieve your goals, it is because you didn't fuel your desire to achieve that goal every day. Your brain and belief system are incredibly malleable and fluid. With proper behavior, emotion, and environmental signaling, you can reshape your brain to match your goals. Thus, quite literally, you will be mentally and physically what your desires are. Goals give us direction. They put a powerful force into play on a universal, conscious, and subconscious level. Goals give our life direction. Melody Beatty. Your goal and desire gives your life direction. It also shapes who you become. When you decide on a goal and deepen your desire to achieve that goal, it will change who you are at both the conscious and subconscious levels. Your subconscious is what truly determines who you become. Thus, you need to fuel your desire and beliefs every single day. You do this through committed and bold action, and by shaping your environment to match your goals. Your input determines your outlook. Your outlook determines your output, and your output determines your future. Zig Ziglar. When you decide you really want something, you must begin eliminating stuff from your life that conflicts with that goal. You need to create an environment that matches your goal. Over time, you become the product of your environment. Your environment reflects your desires and values, even if those weren't chosen, but just accepted based on your circumstances. Thus, in order to truly achieve your desires, you need an environment that continually fuels, supports, and sustains those desires over time. This includes the people you surround yourself with, places you go, and media you consume. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. Jim Rohn. If you don't have urgency in your life, then your desire won't have power. You need to continually create urgency for the desires you have. Hence, the most successful people in the world have schedules and deadlines, etc. Even though they have plenty of money. You need to have a vision and mission that is worth getting up early for. You need to have an intense urgency to get stuff done. This deepens your desire and makes it more powerful. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. Ayn Rand. Running your own race is essential to success. Who cares what other people are doing? Interestingly, most people are looking at their competition. Don't do that. Look to the people who inspire you. Learn from them, but don't overly emulate them. Ultimately, your desire could be simply to see how far you can go. When you begin to set your own path, then you are no longer limited by other people's imagination. If you care enough for a result, you will most certainly attain it. William James. The more intense your desire becomes, the more willing you become to do whatever it takes. When you become clear on the outcomes you want, you reverse engineer how to get those results. You continuously fail and pivot and learn until you get what you want. You don't lower your goals or expectations. You don't avoid goals because failure is too painful to deal with. You set a path and continue forward until you succeed.